Okay. So, Sadia, tell me how was your experience? But firstly, tell me what were the situations where you were struggling in your life before you joined the session?
Yeah, uh, there was like a lot of confusion in my life, and also there was this escaping tendency to run away from every single thing. Like I would run away from my family, I would run away from my friends, and also there were so many unhealthy habits combined in my entire day. Like I would not eat properly, I would not sleep properly. Every single thing I would do was, towards destruction. And above all, I was so much negative about my entire life and entire future. And I would just run away from every single situation that I had at that point of time. And I would just run away from everything. I would run away from my family. I would run away from my friends. And I was so worried about like every single thing.
Right. And after joining the session, Sadia, what changes could you observe in yourself in the first week?
Yeah. So in the very first week itself, uh, my assumptions about myself, they changed very quickly. Like earlier, I used to consider myself as uh, a low-key person and not a good person. But after like in the first week itself, I became like a really good friend of my own self, and some habits changed, especially the eating habit, the sleeping schedule. They changed, and also I used to wake up and I used to feel happy. I used to be excited about life in general. And I started so many good things. Like I started running, I started trekking. My entire perspective about life was like changed. And earlier, I used to run away from the situation instead of facing. Like, I would never talk to my parents. I would never talk to the career experts. I would just run away. I would just sleep or I would just go somewhere. But in the first week itself, I just, took on some challenges and faced them. I just sat down and asked myself what I need to do, and I just did them. So a lot of my procrastination it went down in the very first week itself.
It's
And
really
my self-image it improved drastically. Earlier I used to have like so many questions about myself, like why do I look like this? Why do I speak like this? Why do I have this hair? Like every single thing I was, so much like a auntie, I would criticize myself so much. But then you taught me the mirror technique, you taught me how to love myself, and then so many things, changed. Like I sometimes, just used to wake up in those days, and now also I practice this almost daily, I would say. I would just, nowadays I go stand in front of the mirror and, look at myself like I'm, God's favorite child or God's best creation. And whenever I am there in any situations, like we had our cultural events, and I was a important part of the drama committee. I was the drama head, and there was so much panic situations and stuff like that. There were a lot of seniors, there were principal, and I found myself in a corner. I was telling myself, I was sitting like this, my selfie camera was on, and I was telling myself, okay, Sadia, you got this. You can do this very perfectly. And after the visualization stuff and everything you had taught me there, I had just visualized this scene ki everybody was clapping for me, everybody was praising for me, and more than me, more than all of this, I was feeling entire, wave of happiness inside me. And exact same thing happened to me. And I can, just list off so many things that, Abhi, I consider myself as an important person, a person whom I would look up to, a person जिसको my inner child looks up to. My inner child feels safe with me. So that 6, 7 years old Sadiya, she feels ki this person, this 20-year-old Sadia, he is a person who will take care of her always. And nobody's validation is required for her.
Amazing results, Sadia. I'm so proud of you. And I feel so good talking to you right now and hearing all your results. And how you used visualization, that's a great example of how you're practicing every single thing that you've learned through the session. So give yourself a pat on the back from my end.
Yeah,
Really proud of you.
yeah. Thank you.
Great work. Great
Thank
result.
you.
Okay. Now, Sadia, tell me your overall experience while you were working with me. How was it working with me?
Hmm.
And did you have any doubts in your mind while you started your journey with me? And how were you before you joined?
Yeah, yeah. So I had this long long wala problem about my dad, and I was so skeptical about if you were able to, change my perspective about it or not. I was doubtful, uh, but and I was so guilty about that particular part of my life. But that day you did an SMP, we worked over that SMP, and here I started to feel light about it,
Mhm.
and so many things worked in my favor. Like I always wanted to, they worked in my favor, and I think also so many SMPs, especially that you used to take. So earlier I used to think this would work for a week or 2, 3 days, and then why would I remember that uh, like I had closed my eyes, I had visualized this, I had visualized that. Why would I, remember this, or what's the use of that? I used to think like that, but ऐसा हुआ नहीं, and these things help me regularly. Even today, they help me. Like even I used to think कि every single session, not every single session, but every 2, 3 sessions की अब बस हो गया, क्योंकि आई हैड एंगर इश्यूज प्लस रेजिस्टेंस वाला इशू.
Yeah,
So I remember one day I just told you कि no, I won't be continuing, and I just ghosted you kind of. And
I
so
remember.
yeah, but and
Yeah,
yeah,
you tried
I
to.
felt guilty about that, but I was just like, no, whatever happens, I'm not giving a chance to anybody to work over me.
Yeah, I remember you tried to run away from the sessions at that time.
Yeah, yeah, I would not switch on my camera. I would, sometimes I had given so many shitty excuses.
It's all a part of the process, a part of the journey, I believe. Sadia, for anyone who's skeptical about joining the sessions, who's doubtful about working with me, what is your message to them?
To everybody who is going through some problems in their life, I would, tell you guys that just, give one chance to ma'am, and you will 100% get the results. And you just have to invest your like half an hour or 1 hour with her, and whatever she gives you the assignments or stuff, that's also for like 5 to 10 minutes, but the results which you will get, these are just magical. And if anybody who has entirely given up upon all the good things in the life, I would definitely tell you to join the sessions. And I will tell you, in the first session itself you will feel so good that there will come a time when you will actually wait for the session. So it is a must try to every single person on the planet, and I just think this is a must every single person to join her sessions. Whatever may be your problem, the career problem, relationship problems, or parental problems, financial problems, every single thing she handles so well, and she has such a positive aura that at a point of time you will feel like your all problem will be sorted, but still you would like want to talk to her. So this is her aura and this is her vibe. The vibe of the session is so positive. So this is, a must try. Everybody should give a try. Just stay connected to ma'am. And if you are like really doubtful, even I was doubtful in the start, but in the first 2 3 sessions itself, I was, I just thanked myself. I just thanked my mom for giving me this opportunity. So this is a must. So all the best.
So thank you so much, Sadia, for
Um,
sharing about your experience and about just enlightening everyone with how much you've changed and transformed through the sessions and how your journey was before joining the sessions as well. Okay, so before we close the session, Sadia, do you have anything else that you would like to add on to your results?
earlier I was so much, I would say, like a tomboy wala person, and I wanted to change myself, not for the sake of being a girly girl, but just to admire myself. And these sessions gave me a lot of encouragement to go over this part of being a girly part of uh, thing. And also I used to hate art. Like I would never stop at the thing and admire them. But after our sessions and all the stuff, I really, gained interest in drawing and in the dramas, in every single stuff. So that was so heartwarming for me personally, because I never just, even when I was a kid, no, I would never do the drawing. I would never just go and sing. I would never dance. Life was filled with so many no's. But after your sessions, I learned to say yes to the things that I really wanted to do. And also I learned to say no to, whatever was draining down my energy. So I have created this, boundary around myself, and the boundary expands for the things I always wanted to do. And whenever, something I just feel ki is not good for me, I just gracefully say no. So for a person who was so much, on the auto mode, this thing, this proactiveness which your sessions gave me, the ability to choose what a thing can do to me, or uh, the better word would be the ability to respond to a particular thing. So this has been the greatest result that I can have from your results, and this thing would stay forever with me.
Proud
It
of
stays with me throughout. It stays with me throughout.
It's all your work, it's all your effort, it's all your consistency that you've shown towards the sessions by showing up every single day. I'm really, really proud of you for giving in all your effort. And thank you so much for
Thank
sharing
you.
all your results.
This version is, I just love this version where I just, embrace myself, being a girl, being a lady.
Yeah, that is very true. And that is you actually connecting to your inner child and your feminine energy. Great results.
Yeah.
Yeah, and keep going on your journey of transformation. I'm really proud of you.